Scentland, the land of scent. Hello and welcome everybody, Chris back with another fragrance review. It's my birthday today. I'm 46. It was vintage 72, great year. It's a long time ago. And so I thought, on this day, I should do something that is rather special to me, something that is a little bit more than just a fragrance that I use every day, and maybe a classy one. And obviously the good old environment from the old reviews when I started 4 years ago. I started in this environment, which I really love and which sometimes suits the fragrance very well. And that's the case in regards to the fragrance that I'm going to be presenting you today. So center stage, open up for l'instant de Guerlain pour Homme. Now, before anything else, let's start with the bottle and the release. The nose behind this fragrance is the late, great Beatrice Piquet, who passed away in early March 2010 at the age of 46, actually. So if I think that she lived as long as as the age that I'm in now, or I'm starting to be in, that's just a very sad thing, because she was a very, very talented person, one of the greatest perfumers out there in my opinion, especially because she managed to create this amazing fragrance, l'instant de Guerlain. And to create anything for Guerlain takes huge guts, takes huge courage and professionalism and passion, because this is the oldest house, it's the most prestigious house out there, right? It's not a designer even. It's not a designer, it's an institution. Guerlain does not design any clothes or stuff like that. It's just a fragrance house, a maison de parfum, right? Well, it's not even that. It's an institution in France, right? And worldwide. And so to be asked to create a fragrance, actually a flagship signature fragrance for the Homme line at Guerlain, must have been at the time an amazing challenge for Beatrice Piquet, and she mastered it with utter brilliance, because you may have seen my review about the top 10 fragrances released in the new millennium, basically up until today. This is on spot number 1. And overall, in the history of fragrance, it is at the very, very up rankings there. It's very much up there among the best fragrances ever released. Why is it that way? It is because it has everything that is Guerlain. It has sophistication, it has style, it has a modern touch, yet it has a classy, bit maybe backward looking, heritage oriented feel to it. So you smell that it's modern, but you always from the start notice that this is not your everyday average modern type of fragrance, right? You immediately feel that this is some refined, extremely French or extremely Parisian fragrance that is so well blended with. Here we have a lemon here in this fragrance, paired up with some star anise and alamy, and some great cacao notes, as well as some dirty patchouli, slightly dirty patchouli that gives it a great backbone, and we have sandalwood and some smokiness in there as well. Maybe some tea aspects of it. It's warm, it's elegant, yet it's refreshing. And in regards to the lemon, I clearly have to say that it's one of the best lemon ever, because it's persistent in the fragrance. It's only there visibly at the very beginning, but it is keeping the fragrance fresh overall. I think I detect some lavender in this as well, which paired up with the citrus. Basically, the lavender takes over the freshness part of this fragrance from the mid part to the dry down. Up until in the head notes, it's clearly the lemon that is sparkling and giving you the freshness. But it's not your typical lemon freshness. It's so intelligently paired up with the cacao and the elemi and the star anise and the patchouli and the woodiness, the warmth and the tenderness, the gentleness and the intelligence is just the blend is just, you know, incredible. One of the best blends, one of the best male perfumery fragrances. I mean, this totally fits into the line with L'Heure Bleue, Mitsuko, Derby, or Heritage, or Coriolan, or many of those Guerlain fragrances that were just groundbreakers of their times. Although Coriolan maybe not that much, but it was a special fragrance anyway. This is the step of Guerlain into the new 21st century, and what an amazing thing. Imagine you get a job from Guerlain, who in my opinion have the toughest job to stay in the market. Why? Because they need to be true to themselves. They need to be looking at the heritage. They need to be classy. They need to be on the upper shelves always. They need to consider all the clientele that is buying Guerlain because of the name Guerlain, and because of the past, I don't know, decades and over 100 years of passionate perfumery. But at the same time, you need to be, in order to stay alive, you need to sell, right? You need to sell. So you need to create something that is representing all that I've mentioned, yet it speaks to a new customer in a way that only Guerlain can and supposed to. So there's your job. Create a fragrance that matches all this criteria, all the heritage, all the history, all the art that went into Guerlain up until the new millennium. And then the new millennium, you have new generations. You have to take into consideration their taste, the change of fashion within the fragrance industry as well. So it's a tremendous challenge. It was a tremendous challenge, I'm sure, for Beatrice at the time, but she managed to do the utmost, and one of the most perfect male fragrances I've ever come across. The other thing is that the performance is an ADT, and I started with this, that we take a look at the packaging and the bottle and the several issues, because the original bottle was different to that, and it was an eau de toilette and was an extreme version as well. There were two versions coming in, similar bottles, but the edge of the extreme was dark. I had that bottle as well. I had the extreme. Actually, I had the extreme first, and then they changed. But they did not change the juice. They changed the appearance of the entire line overall. So Vetiver, Habit Rouge, L'Instant de Guerlain, Eau de Toilette and Eau de Parfum are coming in the very same bottle shape, right? Habit Rouge Sport as well. And they decided that this is the way they're going to go forward. First they had this horrible cap. I did a review about Habit Rouge Sport, that horrible plastic cap. But obviously Guerlain was listening. I'm not sure if to me, but to somebody. And they have done this still plastic, but much nicer cap. By now it fits 100%. It's just Guerlain. I love to have it in my hands. It's a clear cut, almost art deco type of stuff, right? It's or Art Deco, is it? Well, it has those lines along Art Deco, maybe modern Art Deco if there's something like that existing. But I totally love this. And I was talking about the projection and the performance and the longevity, outstanding. I mean, you don't need to get the eau de parfum, which is the extreme that it was before, okay? It's too much. It's too much on the cacao part. It's very nice smelling. No, don't get me wrong, but for me, the major intelligence is the humor in this one, that it's not too pushy, yet it's persistent and always there. The longevity on this one is tremendous. It lasts the entire day. And it lingers, it does not push. The extreme slash eau de parfum does push. It pushes the envelope, pushes that very same smell, only more dense, more aggressive. This is less aggressive on the cacao and patchouli aspect, but much more intelligent in my opinion. So L'Instant pour Homme from Guerlain, for me, an absolute timeless classic masterpiece. Beatrice Piquet, rest in peace, really a true genius of her art, and I'm happy to wear this mostly in the autumn time, actually, maybe also springtime, and very much into and for business occasions. It gives me a great boost of confidence. So I love this juice. Instant, perfect fragrance from Guerlain, from Beatrice Piquet, from the year of 2004, reissued in this current format in the year of 2016. Thanks very much. This was Chris. Sorry, I have this hay fever, so I'm kind of, my nostrils are all fucked up, but I still thought that today I'll need to review this beauty because I'll be wearing it. I am wearing it at the moment. And Celebrations is going to be later on in my favorite Italian. I'm going to post from there as well, so stay tuned. Take care. Bye-bye.